Right, welcome back. It's a review that I've been waiting quite a while to do. If you can hear the pitter-patter of little feet in the background and shoe toys going off, you will remember over the last 5 years I've had my daughter's dog Bonnie in the odd video. Nelly, come here. So what we did was, just before Christmas, I had my own little friend. This is Nelly. She's absolutely beautiful. Little girl, little cockapoo. She does not like to stay still. She's not that much for cuddles. She's definitely a go-get-it-done dog. So hopefully she will be starring in lots of my outdoor videos, won't you? Yes, you beautiful. Yes, you love Dad's beard. Right, off you go. Go play. Right, so after that short distraction, Easter 2024, Kickstarter, company called Yashica I'm Back, said they were going to produce a micro mirrorless camera, the smallest mirrorless camera that has ever been made, and I backed it. And here I am, February the 4th, 2026, and it's just got delivered. Here we are, from Hong Kong, micro mirrorless. Mimi, I'm back. So Yashica, those of you that are old enough to remember, were quite a big camera manufacturer back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. I had a few Yashicas. The autofocus were to rival the Canon at the time. And then somebody brought the name, so it's not Yashica as we remember. And in there is the camera. So I ordered the camera, as I said, back in Easter. We were on holiday at the time in 2024. And they've had numerous delays, issues with production, and most recently got a message saying that deliveries would be delayed. I think they basically ran out of money. So we had to pay an extra $35 if you wanted it. And I got sick of waiting, so I paid the $35. And they sent me a t-shirt. Now they did say that everybody that's ordered it would receive the camera, irrespective of whether they paid or not. They got my number, my size, so there we go. I shoot film and digifilm. Yashica, I'm back. I've got a t-shirt. But that's not what we're excited about. Here is micro mirrorless camera. Now it's manual focus, touchscreen display, multi-angle display, does photo, video, it's got a battery grip, you can put an external mic in it, it's got hot shoe accessories that go on it, an infrared remote, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and obviously it takes micro SD card up to 128 gig, it says, micro HDMI and Type-C charging. So, ultra compact and lightweight. Compatible with C/CS mount lenses. So, I have seen quite a few adapters for this where people have put on huge big lenses. So, hopefully, my Sonys will happen as well. So, let's see what's inside. I do like how the case looks like a film cartridge, for those of us, again, that are old enough. So I paid for the extra. I couldn't even remember what colour I ordered it in. So we have a remote. Little tripod. Is that a selfie stick as well? Yes. Metal ball head. Okay. So a little tripod for it. And there should be two lenses. One's telephoto, one's wide angle. Wow. They are tiny. They are tiny. Near 4. So quite a nice action. You got your f-stop, and then near and 4. Okay. And in here is the main thing we've been waiting for. Plastic, obviously. This is the other lens that's on it. 3.9mm f2.5 Yashica lens, it says on there. Nice little metal lens caps as well. Metal screw thread on the bottom. The daft thing is, it is tiny, but it's not much smaller than my Sony ZV-1. So, yeah, that tilts. So, it tilts down. Does it tilt all the way around? Ah, yes. So you can use it looking down on the lens. Clicks into place. And we need to put a battery in. So, battery compartment slides up and out. Now, is there a battery in there? No. That's where your micro SD card goes. Right, so basically the menu is very, very similar to basic action cameras which I've used in the past. Interesting, if you go into resolution, I can do 4K, 2K, 1080p, 30 frames a second, 720, 120, okay. But when you go into photo mode and image size, I can have 60 megapixel, then 24, 20 and 16 megapixel. That, it goes all the way down to 5 megapixel. Let's keep it at 16 meg. That's going to be massively interpolated if it wasn't. Also, on your settings, you can have, so auto photo. On here, you've got an IR filter, and you can hear it switch on and off. So that's going to be interesting if you could put on a 970 nanometer filter, I think it is, on the actual lens. then you might be able to take infrared photographs with this, which is going to be quite interesting. But the basic setup, I think, is done. Yeah, that is so reminiscent of a SJ cam, it's unreal. So I can go movie. Now I've got the IR filter off. I've got a really big red tinge on there. So let's go back into the settings, IR filter on. Because normally a lens has an IR filter on. That's better. And I can focus. I think that is a tiny lens for focusing, but I suppose if you set it to infinity, I will put some footage on of the camera in use in a bit. Let's see if there's anything else inside the case that we brought other than the two lenses. We'll swap one of them over in a minute. And that, if we go to take a picture, do I get a sound when I take a photo? Yes. You've got to leave the beep noise on so that when you take a picture, it makes a photo noise. That's so cool. Let's see what else is in here. Because I did order, I'm sure, 2 battery packs. So I've got a little bag. What's in here? Charge cable, wrist strap, and that's it. I thought I'd ordered an extra battery. Right, let's just switch her off. But let's have a go at changing this lens. There's the sensor. Not 100% sure the size. It ain't going to be 1 inch, that's for certain. And you got a little screw plastic cap on the back. The way I suffer with shaky hands, it was a bad idea buying this. When I ordered it, my hands didn't shake as much. There we go. All the way around. That is. So I can go. Oh, I think we've run out of power. I'll put it back on charge for a bit. Right, I'll put the camera back on charge for a little bit. And so that's like a bit of an unboxing on the Yashica I'm Back micro mirrorless camera. You get quite a nice little user manual. Please read the manual carefully. Men never do that. Just looking for the tech specs. So the mini lens 3.9mm f2.5. Zoom lens is a 10 to 50mm f2.5 as well. The battery in it is a 890 milliamp hour. The sensor is a Sony sensor and it's 12 megapixel native up to 60 megapixel. Probably best just to keep it on 12 megapixel. So I'll take some pictures at 12 megapixel. We'll do a little bit of footage and pop it in. And it says it's 35mm lens compatibility via an adapter. That's going to be very interesting. Yeah, infrared photography support, so I am right. You're going to be able to do those IR photos if you've seen the ones that used to be with the old Sonys, like the f828 Sony CMOS camera. 4K recording, and it says support for external light and audio. So I've charged the camera up a little bit. I've had it just for 20 minutes or so, give it some juice. I've swapped the lens over as well from the telephoto lens. Now this one has got a macro setting on it and obviously just standard. The battery base does screw off, so this screws up. I'm not going to bother. I'll leave that on because it doesn't make it that much bigger. Sensor size is a 1/233, 1.23. It's slightly larger than what you would get in a mobile phone, so should get slightly better light gathering. It's manual focus, which is fine. They're not going to put an autofocus lens in something this small. I fully appreciate that. It just wouldn't be possible or economically viable. I understand that. Initial impressions, I don't really know. It's a niche. It's a novelty. How much I'm going to use it, I don't know. Will I use it? Yes, I will, because it's going to be a bit of fun. One thing I am going to do now, I'm going to switch it on. I'm going to take a few photos just with this lens. I'm not going to bother with now with the telephoto. Later on, I will do more of an in-depth one, taking more photos and more video, but I'm just going to take a couple of photos of the dogs with this. And then I'm going to do a bit of a video with the built-in sound. And then I'm going to put an external mic on it as well. And let's see what that sounds like. And I'll put that in before I finish the video off. It's actually evening now. This is the footage directly from the Yashica I'm Back micro mirrorless camera. I did a little bit of footage earlier when I was doing the video. Played it back, it wasn't in focus, and to be honest with you, I'm struggling whether it's my eyes, but I've connected the app. And the app is really good because if you turn it on the side, you get full screen, and it does help with focusing, because when you've got the app on, you've got to switch Wi-Fi on the camera, connect, so you can't see anything on the side screen when you're connected at the moment. But when I played this back earlier, I was absolutely shocked I was pleasantly surprised how good the audio is on this camera, considering that it's almost the same size as an action camera. The built-in mic is very, very good. Whether it's good with bad wind or whatever, I don't know. But this is me. Am I in focus? I mean, this is the smaller lens. That's quite wide angle. Am I in focus? I'm just struggling with the focus on it. But I'm just going to put the external mic in and you can listen to the difference on that. So yeah, I've plugged in the DJI Mini. That's with the cable on there at the moment. That's what she's looking like. And I'm recording. You can actually see it glows red on the front. It shows that you're recording. What's that like? Right, so this is with the external mic. Again, when you plug the external mic in, there's a slight buzzing noise, humming, but you can't hear it on the mic. So testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is with an external mic on the Yashica I'm Back micro mirrorless camera. So I've just taken the micro mirrorless off its little mini tripod, and there's like a retention plate or something in the top that's just fallen out. So it's definitely not a hot shoe, it's a cold shoe. That is my initial findings on the Yashica Mimi micro mirrorless camera. What do you think? Was it worth waiting almost 2 years for? I don't know. Is there anything else like it on the market? No. What scares me is that my DJI Osmo Action 6 might do better photographs and video than this. But in fairness, I have got a zoom lens with this one, and with an adapter. I've seen it with Minolta lenses on. I'm pretty sure I could put Sony lenses. So can you imagine it with a 75 to 350 zoom on it? With your zoom out here, it'd be interesting, but it's a bit of fun. I can just switch itself off. The noise that it makes is exactly the same as the early SJ cams I had from years ago, but obviously I've got it to switch off. But it's an interesting little piece of kit at the end of the day. It's not super intuitive. But it's a bit of fun, you know. Would it be good enough for going around and doing a bit of street photography? Again, I don't really know. Maybe. There are ones for sale on the I'm Back website. You can go on and see them. I'm not quite sure how much I paid. Say it's over 2 years ago, but it's going to sit on my shelf, and if anything else, it's a complete novelty, because I doubt they're ever going to bring anything like this out again. And it's certainly different than the last Yashica that I owned, nigh on probably 30 years ago now. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would, that would be absolutely amazing. And as always, until next time, stay safe.